I told my mom I can't be broke for my whole life. I seen death at every corner, so I'ma make it right. They said, kid, you a star, you gon' burn bright. Make music, get money, then I'm out of sight. Don't got corona, so my bullets making contact. All dogs go to heaven, but this a Hellcat. That boy tryna test me, don't get held back. Fuck putting ups on a shirt, we make them hashtags. My nigga never from the blow, ain't see my dog in a minute. Before a nigga sell his soul, I'm gon' stay independent. CK won't never change, all he gon' do is bang. My chopper Ariana Grande, all it do is sing. Don't need no wedding ring, I'm married to these bands. I'm barely holding on, I'm reaching out my hands. I'm tryna be on top, I hope you understand. Every night I talk to God, he working on a plan. We working on a plan. Long live Tati Kawa, long live Grandma, long live Esther. I'm still here, I'm still breathing. See, everybody gotta die, but I'm dying to live. Like HIV, I'm just trying to stay positive.
No, that was hard right there. Like HIV, I'm just trying to stay positive.
For sure.
You are now tuning into The Vibe with Your Boys podcast. Starring Kyle the Kid and Mega the Boy. You dig?
Yes, sir. It's your boy Kyle the Kid and Mega the Boy, and welcome to another episode of Vibe with Your Boys podcast. How you living? How you feeling, Mega?
So, you know, the last couple of weeks, I've been bullshitting talking about I'm tired and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But today I'm really tired. No bullshit.
I'm doing what?
Work.
Wasn't you off because of the storm? Like, how you not energized?
Nigga, I was working during the storm.
Oh, my bad, player.
You know what I'm saying?
Essential worker type shit.
That's how you should. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, my bad. My bad. I ain't meant to step on your toes.
Don't do that again.
You still here, though. I appreciate that. You know, the storm ain't take you out, nothing like that. Everything good? People good?
Shut the fuck up.
My bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you haven't noticed already, we got a special guest with us, Kid Activated, man.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy KIDD, Big Z.
Most Def, how you feeling? How you doing today?
Man, I'm feeling amazing. I woke up today, so today a good day, you feel me?
Most Def. How has your 2022 been going so far?
Everything has been going good, you feel me? Been working, grinding, getting that money up, all type of shit.
That's whole 2022 been positive vibes. You can't complain.
For sure.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Listening to your music, you're from like Lauderhill, Deep Side, right? Like that's basically home area.
Yeah. I was born in Miami, but you feel me? I moved to Lauderhill when I was like 7, 8 years old. Mm-hmm. Ever since then, I've been living in Lauderhill.
Gotcha. Okay. So, what's your family background?
My mom Haitian, my dad Haitian.
Oh, you're Zoe all the way through and through.
Yeah, I'm a Zoe.
You're all the way through and through. What was it like growing up? Of course, you know I'm from Deep Side, Lauderhill myself. So, for you being a Zoe, you was born here in the States?
Yeah, I was.
How was it for you growing up over there?
It was different for me because I feel like I was in my own little world. You feel me? Like my mom did her best to kind of like protect me from things that she didn't want me to get into at a young age and shit like that. Growing up, it was tough because I actually, like my early on years, I was homeless and shit like that. And basically,
like, what age we talking?
I'm talking about around 5, 6.
Okay.
I was still bouncing around. We didn't really have no established housing.
Okay.
But by the time I realized it, you feel me, I already was living with my stepdad when my mom met my stepdad and shit like that. So,
okay.
But we was good. I ain't never feel like, oh dang, like this, that, and the third. But you feel me, everybody have their dark days and shit like that. You know, you go through your own trials and tribulations. But growing up was good for me. I was the only child for a while, and then I started having siblings and shit like that. Then that's when I had to realize, you feel me, I gotta grow up quick, you feel me? I gotta be the older brother. Because I'm the first on both sides, my dad and my mom's side, I'm the oldest. So goddamn, it really kicked in early for me.
Everybody
like, hey,
looking at you.
You got people you gotta make an example for type of shit. So
It's kind of funny that you mentioned how like even though you guys didn't have like a stable like home up until like 5 6 or whatever, that it's not you didn't really realize it. So it's kind of, and I think that like happens to like a lot of us. Like we look back at stuff like, damn, we was not living good or we wasn't living right, but not till we get older, like we really like, damn, like mom's is coming through, or like she made it feel so a certain type of way to where I didn't even realize it. So
Yeah.
what age did you kind of like realize like, damn?
When I feel like when shit started hitting is when I really moved to Lauderhill, because like that's when we first got our house. And fam, I'm like, the lights getting cut off. You feel me? Shit is happening left and right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to talk about too much
Yeah.
because you feel me, that's like a traumatic
Yeah.
time in my life. But it's like stuff was happening where it was like, why is this happening to us? Then I realized, hey, like, it's certain shit going on because you're not financially this way or that way. But my mom always made sure you don't gotta go in the store and steal. You don't gotta, you feel me? You don't gotta go out in the streets and do crazy shit. They always let me know that that wasn't the life, especially my stepdad, because he grew up in that type of lifestyle where he had to go do what he had to do, you feel me? And he ended up incarcerated, and he let me know that's not the life for me, you feel me? Like, regardless of whoever you are, you got bigger things that you capable of, you feel me? And getting caught up in all that stuff is not really right for anybody. So I always made sure I stayed away from certain things. But you know how life gets. Sometimes you lose focus and shit like that.
You get knocked off your pivot.
But like you said, like moms made sure everything was straight. I never said, "Oh, dang, I can't do this, so I gotta go sell drugs," or I gotta. You feel me? Like I always had to look at it like, "Dang, I don't have much, but I got enough to survive," type shit.
For sure. And around this time, like growing up, like what was the interest, like going into like middle school, high school? Was it music and interest, sports? Like what was the vibe like?
For me, elementary school, I was like kind of like a late bloomer. I ain't really was into too many things except video games, and like I really was into just playing games and being to myself and chilling and shit like that. But I had like this like friend group of mine, and we had like a notebook. And we used to write in the notebook and like make music and shit like that, like lyrics. And every day I used to go home, write some new shit and put some stuff in the book and come to school, and we would like have like a little rap group. So like I wasn't taking it serious at that point.
You was just having fun with your friends.
But man, like I just ran with it. You feel me? Like I was just doing my thing. And in all actuality, I was like raised in the church. So like the church vibe for me was like I always grew up around music and melodies and all this type of good stuff. So I already had that type of vibe going on. I just didn't know that was you feel me? That was going to be my choice. Because I had, when you're a kid, you want to be all these different things. You want to be a firefighter. You want to be you feel me? So it's like I ain't really pay attention to it like that. But at the end of the day, like, God showed me my path, and I'm grateful for that, because it's like I wasn't finna do music for real. I was gonna look at something else. I was finna do, schooling and all this other stuff. In reality, I didn't know I could go to school for what I'm doing now. So all that stuff just fell into play.
Are you in school?
Yeah, I'm in school right now. I go to Full Sail. I don't know if you ever heard of Full Sail.
For sure. So you more on the production music side of it.
For sure. And I want to work on movies, fam. I want to score movies. I want to edit, post-production, like you said, for movies. And I want to work on video games, just shit that's just outside of the box. Because what do you know that does not have audio, fam? Just think about that.
Yeah, that's
everything you deal with in your life either has music or audio. So, like, that's what I want to do for real.
You mentioned growing up in church, you always around, like, the band and stuff like that. Did that have something to do with you deciding to go to school for... It sounds like audio engineering or just audio?
So my mom had this really good friend. You know how you always got this one auntie. That's not really your auntie, but that's your auntie. But
tied into the family.
Type shit. Yeah. So basically, she had went to this like music store with me one time. I forgot how old I was, but it was around that same time. And I had seen all the different instruments. I seen, because it was like a music store slash school,
Mhm.
and they had so much going on, and I'm like, yo, music is cool as hell. Like,
Mhm.
I really want to deal with music regardless of wherever I get into, whatever I get into, I'm gonna have music. But like I said, I wasn't thinking, hey, like I'm gonna be a rapper one day. I'm gonna be. That wasn't the interest. But I always had that little vibe inside me. Like my heart always sung a certain melody. You feel me? Like I always was singing and rapping. And whenever some shit would come on, or I'll see a music video, I'll be like, damn, I wish I could be into that right now. I wish I could be on that level. So it, like I said, it really worked out for me because I'm doing what I love, regardless.
And how has the process been of going to school for like engineering and stuff like that in music?
It's been good, but it's more about focus and making sure everything that you do is like for a purpose.
Okay.
Because when you lose sight of, the purpose and you're not focused on a goal, sometimes stuff just gets blurred and everything, you know what I'm saying? You get to the point where you're like, oh, I want money, but you can't do shit for money because then you only in love with the money. You're not really there for the passion. So it's not going to stick with you long term.
So you're passionate about your work.
I'm very passionate about it. And even if I don't get paid, you know what I'm saying, regardless of blowing up, that's not my vision. As far as music, I want the world to know my music. But even if I didn't get paid for it, I'll still do it because it's what I love doing. You feel me? And yeah.
And at that same time, though, you're teaching yourself a skill that you eventually will get paid for no matter what. Because like you said, everything is revolved around production, audio.
Yeah.
So that's a very dope, like, mindset to have. Like, have you got into like recording yourself and all that? Like,
I record myself. Where I get into is more of
post production.
Post production. But like I like to do stuff where I like do practice runs and shit like that before I go to the studio. So I already know what I'm doing. I already know how everything's gonna go down, and it's more
cut
smooth.
To the chase. Cut
exactly.
To the chase. You're not experimenting as much. You know what you want to do.
Exactly. So you're more efficient with money. You're more efficient with time, and everybody knows time is money and shit like that. But the plan for me is like, so when I graduate, I'm gonna graduate with my bachelor's, and I'm gonna get into whatever work I can get into. But by the time I'm in the industry for the work, I'm also going to be pushing my music. So regardless, I'm going to be rubbing elbows with the people that's, big at the time. You never know who could walk into your session or who you're going to work with. So goddamn, I might fuck around and be engineering for somebody or fixing up a movie or whatever the case may be. And the nigga might say, hey, I need a song for this or I need a vibe for that. And I'd be like, listen to this real quick. And I play my own shit, put myself on. And goddamn, if the music ain't blow up yet, you know what I'm saying? I'm already in the industry for it. So I'm not worried about, oh, dang, like I got to get my music in front of these people. Because these people is my peers. You feel me? I'm already working with them. So it's like a plan A and a plan B tied together.
All in the plan, all in one plan.
The vision. Did you watch the Kanye documentary, or do you like look into like Kanye? Because what you're saying is like very reminiscent as far as like into the production side of things, but also have the desire of wanting to be an artist and wanting to be known for your music. And you see his journey. Have you like looked into any of that?
I have looked into like beat making and all that good stuff. I've done a couple things with beats, but it's not my specific passion.
Okay.
But the thing with me is, it's like once I get into something, I get into something, and I feel like that's like a journey or a certain like part of my life where I'm unlocking some new knowledge and shit like that. So at the end of the day, like if I could, like I would grab some pillows and sleep in the studio, fam, and be in the studio 24/7. I would do everything it takes. You feel me? Like beat making and post production, engineering, recording, everything. You feel me? So it's not something I don't want to try. I've tried it before, but I feel like more of a way to get me more focused on one thing. It'll be easier for me to be, an artist and focus on engineering than be an artist and focus on beat making, engineering, this, that.
Okay,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? So I want to work on different skills, but at the end of the day, I gotta.
It's kind of one of those things of like being a master of certain crafts instead of being like a jack of like all trades. Because say
For sure. You know,
jack of all trades, master of none.
master of none, for sure.
Gotcha. That makes sense. What are some of the inspirations, production wise, music wise, just all over, like creative wise? What is some people that are inspiring to you?
Pharrell is a big person for me
For real.
because he's, like I said, he's somebody that's like everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
He touched movies, he touched songs. You know what I'm saying? He could be in any type of vibe. Drake is another one of those people, not just production, but as like a example. Who else has a song for every club?
Yeah.
Every demographic.
Mm-hmm.
Every time you hear Drake, he's like leveling up to the point where you could have a Drake song at a wedding. You could have a Drake song at a birthday party. You could have a Drake song, riding out in the car, because he got a vibe for every event. And that's where, I see myself. Like, I'm not just a rapper. I don't like to be called a rapper. I'm an artist, because I'm hopping on any track. I'm hopping on any beat, and I'm creating something that represents myself.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So Drake is another one of those people. 50 Cent.
Fifth, yeah.
You know what's crazy? And if whoever's been watching, I've been saying I've been getting the 50 Cent more, but I didn't realize that because you're a couple. I'm 24. You said you just turned 22, right?
Just turned 22.
I didn't realize that 50 Cent was still impacting like the generation, like my generation and younger. Like, you feel me? Like, we're basically the same generation, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you're younger than me, but you're mentioning 50 Cent as an influence, and that just goes to show like how big of his like impact was. So that's dope. What about 50 Cent like is inspiring or made you attracted to him?
Another thing about like just being versatile is being able to work on movies and stuff like that, and act in movies. And not only act in movies, have your song in movies, and not only have your song in movies, direct movies, or like write the script and stuff like that. And that's a really big thing, because when you're working with these companies, you will see that they don't like to outsource as much.
Yeah.
If one person can do everything, they rather pay that person a fixed price than having somebody else do every single other thing and picking a person to do every other task. It's more efficient for them. And like I said, time is money. Nobody like to waste their money.
Mm-hmm.
So goddamn, that's just how it is. You feel me? And I feel like it's a great way to just expand, because if you see somebody on a track list, then you see somebody as a producer, then you see somebody, he's gonna get more what's the name to his actual name, and that his name and his legacy will be pushed more, because you're gonna see that name everywhere. It's gonna be household, which is the point. You don't want to just be working in circles. And you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, 50 Cent has worked on a lot of stuff.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And you said production, but I'm naming people that's just big overall.
Yeah, exactly.
And stuff like that, with being versatile and just working on a lot of different stuff. Other than 50 Cent though, I would say Dr. Dre.
Okay.
Because he works on a lot of projects.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's legend.
Legend.
Yeah, that man is like cold as fuck.
I'm noticing like you're somebody that has like a plan.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of artists sometimes, and what people do what works for them. They may not think too far ahead, or they're kind of just going as the wind takes them as far as with this music stuff. But you seem to have like a thought out plan of like what you want to do, how you're going to do it. Where did you get that from? Is that something that you always had, or you had to develop that type of mindset?
I had to develop that type of mindset only because anyone who's growing up in this type of generation, in this type of world, you sometimes you get lost, you feel me, with social media and just getting misled by certain things, and you just think everything is, you know, growing up, you think everything is a certain way. In reality, it's not.
Yeah.
It's all about, you know, a certain perception. But growing up being Haitian and, you know, I'm Black, so it's like it's not really too much going for you at that point. So you have to be very efficient. And basically, my dad, I met him when I was 11, but my dad is military background.
Okay.
And his dad is military background. So once I got to know him and he influenced me a little bit more, he really put that discipline into fruition, because he let me know that we're here for a reason. I'm the first generation born in America for my family. So, you know what I'm saying? If I fuck around and just do whatever, regardless, it's my own life. I got to do what I got to do. But the rest of us in my family is going to have a hard time. Everybody after me is going to have to pick up where I left off.
Okay.
So not only looking at it like that, I just feel as if it's more of a thing where it's easier to have a plan. As much as you can say, oh yeah, like just go with the flow, do your thing, this, that, and the third. When you have a plan, when shit don't work out, you can say, okay, this didn't work out, what's next? When you don't have a plan, you just like going with whatever happens, you might set yourself back for longer than you expected. You know what I'm saying? And I've experienced that before. That's not a good feeling. You know what I'm saying? You get everything together and this, that, and the third, and you think everything's straight, but in reality, shit's really falling apart because you didn't set it up the right way. It all has to have the same foundation. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, my pops really let me know, hey, like this is how life is. You're not a kid. Early on, like 11, 12 years old, like he was letting me know, hey, you may look like a kid, but you're not a kid. Like you got to get your stuff together. In 5, 10 years, like that, you're going to be an adult. You're going to turn around and say, damn, like, what did I do with my life? You feel me? So just being thorough and making sure everything is planned out a certain way, that's just how I am. I don't know a different way. And then the best thing about that is you'll see it. 2, 3 years down the line, you might have some friends that's struggling, but you was just struggling with them. But because you have a plan and you set everything up the right way, by the time they was fucking off and doing whatever they wanted to do, fam, you established, you good, you stable. And you just like, dang, like you was just doing all this. You had the B&Bs, you had the renties, you had everything popping for you. Why is this happening to you now? Because you didn't plan the right way. You just rode a wave. And everything good has to come to an end. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I look at it.
That's real.
Yeah, that's real shit. That's real shit. Damn. So now before we get into a few other things, I wanna dial back to the music as well. I seen on your Spotify, your last album was 2020, right? Your last project, I would say.
I think I dropped the project after that, but it was an EP. My last album was 2020, but I have an EP that dropped after that. Is
that on Spotify and stuff, or is that like on SoundCloud?
Temporary Pain. It's out on all platforms.
Okay,
you know what I'm
okay.
So,
and what was that?
I think it was late 2021, if I'm not mistaken, like December.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one that got Too Real on it. Okay.
Yeah.
Too Real.
EP, that's the EP.
Speak about that song, because that's one of your most popular songs, right? What was the process of that? How fun was the whole process of releasing it, doing the music video, everything?
I'm working with this dude named Pierre Dunny. He's a big influence to me because he does a lot of videos for big artists, and he's working on a lot of projects right now. But basically, he really likes my music, and he's been pushing me. And we set something up where I shoot a certain amount of videos for a fixed price. And basically, ever since, we've been started shooting, we just got more accustomed to each other. We both Haitian. We both want to work. We both want to make it. And basically, like, he's putting me on game and showing me how stuff is and just letting me know that certain things in videos, it's cool. All that editing, all the effects, it looks good. It's more work, but not only is it more work, it's not going to give you like an art style. It's not going to make you stand out because everyone's using effects. Everyone's doing different type of things in their videos to where the visual effects is the main theory.
And it takes away from the music.
It takes away from the creative message because it's more about the storyline.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I know back in the day, people used to do a lot of skits.
Okay.
It's more about getting into the storyline and everything behind the music and creating something that somebody can immerse in and kind of like see like for a quick whatever 2-3 minutes they're in a different world. You know what I'm saying? So basically with the video, I had a certain idea. I pitched it to him, and it's like a light bulb went off in his head. He already knew what I meant, and he already like every time I say something, he already on beat. Because he's like, yeah, this is exactly how it's gonna go. This is exactly how we're gonna do it. When it comes to just coming up with the ideas, depending on the song and what I went through in that song, I feel as if, hey, Too Real, I went through that shit myself.
Okay.
So I felt like that should be a solo shoot, not really have too many other people in it.
Okay.
I had other actors and other props and shit like that in the video. All he blessed up. You might pay for $1,000 video and get $5,000 worth of product from this dude because he just loves music so much. And if he fucking with your music, he gonna fuck with you. He gonna push it. So literally, like every video that we record, I'm working on something right now, and we also have another video to shoot. But he out of state right now working on another project. When all this stuff gets done, it's gonna show. You know what I'm saying? All the hard work is gonna start showing, and all I gotta do is put, you know, the motion in, the promotion, marketing, shit like that, and shit gonna start popping for real. But to answer your question, like the vision is just like listening to the song and seeing in your head, okay, this is how I picture this. This is the vibe to the song. And Too Real itself is based on true events.
Yeah.
It's stuff that happened to me and stuff that I experienced that I've been through. And I'm like, damn, like this shit really get too real, fam. Like you could go from just chilling to, you know, real life in 1 second. So goddamn recording the song, doing the video, to dropping it, it's all been the same mindset to it. We trying to show people the vision. We trying to show people the side of music that they don't really see.
Okay.
You don't have to put guns in videos. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to portray a certain image for a video to be good. And that's what I want to show the kids and the youth. They don't have to do all that stuff. Just because you do that stuff, it doesn't give you any advantage. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's all about putting that work in and showing the kids like you could do this shit too. I'm just like you, like dead ass. You feel me? That's how I feel, regardless of the money and just blowing up and like I said, all that good stuff. Bitch, I might be still in the hood, and you'll never know I touched 2-3 million because I'm just like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not really about all that flashy stuff. I might upgrade every now and then and drop something, but that's not the lifestyle I really want to live. It's really about the music and getting it to everybody. So Got
you. Now transitioning a little bit, we had a chance of a meeting at Session Greatness, performing. You mentioned that by the time this episode dropped, it have already happened that tomorrow you performing at Trap Stars. How are you liking the performing at these different places?
It's real fun to perform because you get to showcase your talent and you get to, you know, get a live reaction from people that's hearing your songs. I done came from shows where it's like a couple people. I done came from shows where it's niggas booing me and saying, you know, the music not good. So I really know what it's like when somebody start from zero, for real. And the shows that I'm doing now, yeah, some of the shows is not paid. Yeah, some of the shows you might have to pay for a slot, but you're getting in front of people that actually care about music, that actually want to see you
Lately,
succeed.
that's the
and
one,
shit
the
like
Session
that.
Greatness, the trap stars. They're coming to see a show.
Exactly. They're
Okay.
coming to see the music. They're interested in the music. And that's my main focus right now, is to get my music in front of people that, you know, that want to hear it and that, you know, actually care about
The art.
the art itself. Exactly.
Got you.
So with these shows that I'm doing, I actually did a show on my birthday at KOD, and I did KOD a couple different times. It's a different vibe in there. Sometimes you might get lost in the sauce, like I said.
Yeah.
You might pull up to a strip club and have all the girls on you. You're throwing money, but at the end of the day, they hear your song one time. What are you doing with that? After every show, I'm handing out cards. Every time I perform, I gotta hand out streaming cards. I gotta chop it up with the people. I gotta network, because when you have one person listen to one song and they never come back, it doesn't help the movement. You want to have multiple people that are actually fans listening to your music and actually saying, hey, like, I'm gonna come back again and listen to another song, or I'm gonna add this song to a playlist. Like, that's what actually matters, you feel me? More than anything is actually getting genuine fans that come back, and that's reoccurring plays and shit like
for
that.
sure.
So
You mentioned you performing at KOD. How you like the strip club? You fuck with it in general?
you know what's crazy, bro? I don't like going out and shit like that. I don't like strip clubs.
Why not?
Because it's
Attractive
like,
and shit like that.
it's not even that, because listen, I don't want to talk about no strippers right now, because then I'm gonna get bashed. But goddamn, I'm the strippers be trying too hard to get the money out of you, fam. Like,
I mean,
you
you
know what I'm
don't get back to
saying?
that. They know they be trying too hard.
what? And it's like, hey,
Be grabbing
I
on you,
came
pulling on
here.
you.
I came here to do the music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might throw you some money because you hear the show. You feel me? A little bit of promotion for my music and shit like that. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not here for all that. But you might meet a stripper that's a rapper, or you might meet a stripper like that's real cool, and that's nice. That's all fun and dandy. But it be some females that's like, yo, you can't do this if you're not throwing no money. You can't be in. And I'm like, yo, who are you? Like, what's going on?
I threw some money just not to you.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't really go out too much unless it's for the music. You know what I'm saying? So it's like work, school. It's a Haitian vibe for me. It's the 3 L's. I don't know if you ever heard of the 3 L's. L'école, l'église, la caille. You know what I'm saying?
Most def.
So
Most def. When we had a chance to interview you after your performance at Session Greatness, I asked you a couple questions. You know, where you take a girl out on a date, things of that nature. As we sit right now, it's September 30th. It's getting to that time to what they call cuffing season time. You know, everybody be trying to, you know, get together. You know, holidays coming up and shit like that. What's the vibes for this time of year? What's the vibes? You chilling? You vibing?
I'm already locked in. I've been locked in for 4 years.
4 years.
For 4 years.
Yeah, but I didn't know you were married, bro.
Don't tell nobody that though.
They
I
ain't
want to
gonna
keep it low key, but
I
you
don't
know
know
what I'm
it's the
saying?
keys.
I'm locked in.
Oh, so you already been preparing for the holiday season.
For sure. The thing is, it's all about how you are as a person. For me, I've been, like I said, I've been locked in. I've been that type of nigga that's like, I like to move with one person and be more. It's more efficient like that, and you more secure. Not to say that shit can't happen, but it's harder to move with so much other stuff going on and this, that, and the third. You need a strong, not independent, but you need a strong black woman behind you. You know what I'm saying? To back everything you're doing, to support you, and to let you know everything good, shit like that. Other than that, though, you're right. It is about that time. It's about that season, around November. You know what I'm saying? Family but for me, like, I'm chilling. It's that family time. Get together with the family, eat good, chill. And that's it for me.
When you mentioned how disciplined you are, you said like school, home, like your work and things like that. How does it come at balancing the personal life, whether it's friends, relationships, and the stuff that you have to do because of your passion?
Right. I try to make sure everything that I do, it's for a reason. So when I let people know, hey, I got a show coming up, I got this coming up, I got that coming up, and dealing with events with family members and stuff like that, sometimes you might bounce around, and I'm not really at that point yet because I want to go touring. I want to go around the country. I want to go around, you know what I'm saying, different places. So when I'm doing shows and shit like that, I notice that it's a certain amount of people that will come to the shows. You might get the occasional, oh, I can't make it, this, that, and the third. But like, just overall moving through, life and shit like that, it's all about a balance. And I always keep a balance. If I know something's coming up and I know something's important to me or important to a person, I got to make sure, you know what I'm saying, it's set aside for them. So I'm always going to make sure everything's set up a certain way where I can make either both events or I could make their event where I already know they support me. So if it was for me, they would have popped out. So I got to make sure I do the same thing.
Reciprocation. Well, Kid Activated, let them know where they can find you, tap in with your music, what you got coming for the rest of 2022.
I got the deluxe of my EP, Temporary Pain.
Okay, that's coming through.
It's gonna be 12 tracks on that motherfucker.
So you came with 4, now you coming with 12.
12.
That's
yeah.
the deluxe.
That's the deluxe, fam.
Sure.
And I've been working on that bitch for a little while now. It's gonna drop December 15th.
Oh, you already got the date. Plan.
I'm already knowing.
Man with the plan. Most deaf.
It's gonna be something to listen to, dog. It's really something that I put my time in my effort, everything that I have into that project. So other than that, I got a whole bunch of singles. I got a whole bunch of features. I won't say no features. There's some people that you had on here that I've been locked in with. It's other artists that I've been fucking with, and I just love making music. So goddamn, you might see some features within the next few days. You never know. I got a song for every day of the week, dog.
Most def. Staying is still working. Let them know the Instagram name where they can follow you, everything.
My Instagram is Kid Kawasaki, just like the dirt bike. Goddamn, my rap name Kid Activated. You can find me on all platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, all type of shit. I'm always dropping some shit. You feel me? So
y'all stay in tune, man. Stay in tune. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate you guys for watching. It's Kyle the Kid, Mega the Boy, Kid Activated. And we out. Yes, sir.
Yeah, make sure you let your heart sing a melody, y'all.
Yeah, for sure.